Good morning. I am Kodili-nye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your time zone. We are here once again to chat with you and to offer solution to societal problems and also to discuss the challenges faced. Today we are going to discuss about Onitsha. Can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? Can Onitsha be African Dubai, Taiwan? What Soludo must do? What Soludo must do? New subscribers, you're highly welcome. Remember, you are part of this great family. Thank you for joining this great family. And we are going to discuss about Onitsha in Anambra State, southeast of Nigeria, West Africa. These are a request by the people for me to be doing that. If you have any other suggestion, you can always drop a message to me. I am Kodili-nye, a news returning subscriber. Thank you for rejoining back the family. And all subscribers, thank you for supporting this channel on a road of success. We're already marching there, and with you, we are going places. So we are going to discuss a lot of things that if the policy formulators, the governor of Anambra State and his officials will listen to this, they will be able to quickly turn around on it within 2 years. 2 years. 1 year, 2 years. 1 year, 2 years maximum. Um, and in order to break this cycle of fire brigade approach, but to do something that can be workable, whereby people can be responsible. People can take hold of this Onitsha, greater Onitsha area. When I'm talking about Onitsha, I'm talking about the greater Onitsha metropolitan city, which comprise Onitsha North, Onitsha South, Idemili North, Obaru, and Oyi local government. Now, these 5 key local government make up the greater Onitsha metropolitan city. So I think we have cleared that already. And this Onitsha is one of the foremost cities in Nigeria known for commerce and industry. And this city also has produced so much billionaires and is famous for so much story buildings. I don't think there is any place in Nigeria that has number of story buildings you have in Onitsha. The place is littered with uh, 4-3 level multi-story buildings, and it's very very densely populated. According to the demography Africa, a record that Greater Onitsha metropolitan city is almost approaching 10 million or 10 million about. The last time they they uh, they brought their this thing, they said it's 8 point something million. That was 4-5 years ago. So I think by now it should be around 10 million or above because of the sheer number of people that is in this little space. You can also testify to that when you go to most of the schools in Greater Onitsha. You can see how the number, even some parents are still looking for spaces for their loved ones. And that's a case study. And when you also look at most of the markets in that place, is jam packed with people that are domiciled in that city. Not just the visitors, but I mean the people that are domiciled in that city. and you go to many areas of that city, you can see, because in each of these multi-layered buildings, 2-story, 3-story, 4-story, 5-story, 6-story, in a flat, you got something like between 5 to 6 people living in one flat. So do the math. And some of those buildings has between 10 to 45 flats. So that's a big population for a little space like that. But today we are going to discuss what the governor, Professor Soludo, Chukuma Soludo, who is the present governor of Anambra State, need to do, because he has it in his mantra that Onitsha must be the African Dubai, Taiwan. So it's a great statement, it's a bold statement from him, but we also here to help him to accomplish this as soon as practical. And I know that he can accomplish it. For me, if I'm giving that task, basically I know what I need to do, and I need to do it very, very quick. And the ones that I need to do will not be that too expensive to deliver, but it will basically change the city within just 1 year. Within 1 year, people will come into Onitsha, they will not recognize Onitsha anymore. So, but because I'm not I'm not the governor, I'm not the part of this thing, but I am also a voice that can actually bring this change. I've discussed this in some forums. I've discussed it with some people about this. They said that's great ideas, but that hopefully that if the politicians can actually listen to this. But the politicians, some of the time, they don't know all these things. Sometimes they surround themselves with a lot of people that are not really pushing them for big change, or people that are, passionate, or maybe they're just fearing that if they say something or suggest something, that the governor will not take it. I know some people, I've spoke to somebody, say, oh, that Soludo will not listen to you. He will not listen. He doesn't take advice. But I don't think so, because he has actually proven in some cases that he don't listen. But what I think is a departure from what we normally see in Anambra State, where government is mostly in the government house. I think he has actually tried to bring participation by at least 5% at the moment. He need to reach at least 30% of real street engagement. Go to the places and actually interact and solve the problem. And the government is about in the street, in the inner street corners, in the roads, in the houses around, not actually in the government house. So that's why he actually need people that are not going to sit in the offices. He doesn't need much of those people that sit in their desk. He need people that he will deploy, that you need to be in charge of this road. These roads, 5 roads there, I need those roads, and make sure that these roads are working all right. These are my assignment for you every week, that when I come in there, if it's not working and there's no reason to give to me, you are basically fired. So you see, people, they start working. Basically, that's how it works. That's how in where I'm living here, that's what there's target to meet. People have targets. There are a lot of assessment. People are assessed based on what they can do and what you bring to the table. So it's not just following the governor, following him, because you are going to destroy, basically, you're going to destroy the plan he has for the state, because he might be saying that he might have a good intention to do all those things, but because the aides are not actually the type of people that can actually bring a change. People that bring a change, they have passion. They are strong-willed people. They have vision. They have mission. Although they will try to help you by projecting that their vision and passion into helping the governor to not really making the name for themselves, but making sure that you are on top. The governor is on top. The government is on top, and the whole society changes. So that's very important. That's why we are here to discuss. And I do believe that you are going to support this vlog, and you are going to share it to many people, because I am hoping that with your help, with you sharing this vlog, I hope to have a million view on this. A million view. If you promise me that you will share all these things and you will get people to subscribe, I will promise you that I will keep on bringing something that will change the homeland. According to Soludo, he said that he want to make the state or the city a livable and a prosperous city or state, a land of destination. And this is a very strong word. But not only that is strong, but it also can be achieved. And it's not something that you wait for years to accomplish, because a lot of them that make this thing happen, some of them can be achieved within 3 months, some of them within 6 months, some of them within 1 year. I think around 67% of it can be achieved within a year. 65% or 67% can be achieved within a year. So others can be achieved within 2 years or 3 years. But 65 to 70% of this statement he made will be achieved within a year, maximum. So that's I do believe that he will succeed, and I believe that we have to be passionate in this. I am really passionate to make our whole land, to change. This city, Greater Onitsha, can be African Dubai, Taiwan. I don't know about you, but personally, I do strongly believe he can be changed. I'm going to introduce one of the things he needs to do. And once he does that and bring people that have passion for these things, he will achieve unbelievable within 1 year. Just 1 year. Just 1 year. Mark today. Today's date is 13th of December 2023. That's the day this video is going to come out. I don't know when you watch it, but let me tell you, if he can do what we are proposing here, I'm telling you, within 1 year, it's quite easy. Within 1 year, the whole Onitsha, the Greater Onitsha will be a completely changed city. People will be talking the miracle of Onitsha, the miracle of Soludo, solution. They will be shouting. So this will not be sycophancy anymore. I know that in the past there was a lot of sycophants. Some of them are trying to, praise the governor, while the governor is actually starting to do the job, starting slowly, but they are already shouting everywhere, trying to derail him. Because he has not actually achieved his mission. He's trying to come out. It's like you bring in the broom to sweep the dirty house. And people are shouting, oh, you have done well, you have cleaned the house already. So he must also be careful of those sycophants. They are the people that brought down the government of the former governor, Willie Obiano. And those the same people that are shouting Willie is working, telling him how he has accomplished everything. Even you hear his commissioner of works then was shouting that we have already accomplished most of the roads. We have finished, we inherited this number of roads, we have finished this, we have done that, we have done that. But those roads were nowhere to be found. He didn't actually, and the state was completely messed. Onitsha completely collapsed. No road anywhere. Rubbish everywhere. So Soludo must be very careful of these sycophants. He must not allow them to continue this type of praise without actually, you are just starting to sweep the house. The house has not been swept yet. So what happened is that what you need to do is to put them to work. Instead of shouting Soludo is working, go to the major road, help to get all those sand that is on the road. There are a lot of weeds, things growing in the middle of the road. The drainages are open, everything, basically. Give them the mandate, say, please, instead of spending a lot of time shouting, I'm walking. This is what I want you to do. So when you do it, you stand on where you have walked and start saying, yeah, because I am walking. Look at the evidence here. You're standing on your own. So if there are 50 of them shouting that, and they have 50 areas, like 50 roads, that there is no sand on it, on the road, very clean, spotless, they can stand there shouting. So 50 rows. And they are standing in different places and saying, look at the evidence, Soludo is walking, this is what has happened. And people will believe that easily. So if they can accomplish issue of security and say, okay, Soludo is working on security, this is where we are working in this Oba. Let me use Oba. This insecurity that developing Oba, this is we have solved it. This is how we solve this. We have done this. This is this, and this it will not happen again. So that's how it works. So, but that's not what we are talking. We are going to bring about what we are actually talking about. Can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? Yes, of course. Onitsha can be the African Dubai, Taiwan, and it can be accomplished by Soludo, and it can be accomplished 65% within 1 year or here about 2 years. So let's start to speak on what you need to do. I am Kodili-nye. If you are joining this video at the moment, we are discussing about can Onitsha be African Dubai, Taiwan, and we are trying to bring about a far-hitting solution to this, how to accomplish that, how to solve this challenge. Things are you might have challenges, but you can also have a solution to these challenges. So now, Onitsha is a great city. Greater Onitsha has a lot of population, and it has a lot of men and women of timber and caliber. And this city is renowned in Nigeria. But over the years, because you cannot administer a big city the way they are doing it at the moment. You can see you have Onitsha North. Onitsha North local government actually doesn't know what their role is. So you go there, you can see even the markets everywhere dirty, the streets are corners. The civil servants are just chatting, joking in the offices. You go to Onitsha North, you go to Onitsha South. The Onitsha South is even worse because they were in the OP worker. Their office is just near the OP worker. And when Soludo was talking about insecurity, trying to solve insecurity and the dirtiness in OP worker, the local government office is just near there. It's just near that place. So you must have expected that, the local government headquarters is there. The whole of OP worker will be completely cleaned up, no arboro, nothing. No insecurity, nobody harassing anybody. It will be beautified, showing that the government is just near there. But the reverse is the case. So can I shock you again? So there are many others. I just use these two local governments to say to you why it cannot be achieved. The governor cannot achieve this. The governor cannot achieve it. I am Kodili-nye. Sorry for the break. So the governor cannot achieve the African Dubai, Taiwan. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It can only achieve it by using this formula. It can work. It has worked in many cities. Many big cities have this system I'm trying to tell you about. What is the system? Some of the time you are hearing Oka Capital something Authority in Oka. Although that agency has not worked efficiently until recently, the young man, somebody else, I don't know his full name, took over there. You started hearing them doing, although they are doing around 5%, 7% of their main job, maybe 5, 6, 7%. But you can see that people start witnessing something in Oka. Even they have not actually gone that far. They are only doing around 5%, 6%. So if they take it to 10%, I'm telling you, the Oka will completely change. So now, Onitsha need Greater Onitsha Development Authority. Greater Onitsha Development Authority. I've been emphasizing this for, if you watch when I'm talking, I always saying about this type of thing, but I have not made a full vlog talking about it, introducing it in the way people can understand. Welcome back. Sorry about the break. I am Kodili-nye. We are discussing about, can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? And Onitsha can be the African Dubai, Taiwan. Remember to share this video. Remember to subscribe. As you are watching this video, we are looking at a target of 1 million views in this video alone. But with your help, it can be achieved, because if you spread it around, the governor, they cannot see these things and he will do something, because we are passionate. A lot of us have been discussing about it, that why can't they do all these things? What does it take to do all those things? I do believe he can do that. As you share this video, I do believe that Soludo will see it and he's going to do something about it. And very, very urgent, because this city needs to be changed. This city needs to be completely revamped, and it can only be revamped by this solution we are just introduced. Greater Onitsha Development Authority. Greater Onitsha Development Authority. What is Greater Onitsha Development Authority? If you look at the composition of Greater Onitsha, it has 5 local governments, which is Onitsha North, Onitsha South, Onitsha Obaru, Oyi local government, and Idemili North. So you can see how they are at the moment. They can't even deliver their own area of jurisdiction. They cannot even effectively tackle minor things. Mostly the civil servants are in the offices enjoying themselves, cracking jokes, while Onitsha go to the bin. So, and the governor, you can see the vision of the governor by saying that he wants to turn Onitsha, that Onitsha has left Onitsha and gone to across the Niger and resurrecting across the Niger. And what he's saying is actually the truth, because of their failings, the failings of the administrations over the years has necessitated this. But what is the solution? The solution is having a development or agency, authority that will streamline, bringing all these local authorities under one leadership. And this organ cannot be a political appointment. It must be strictly the people with vision, mission, and passionate of turning around this great city. The people that knows about the importance of bringing back the Alibo to be top. The people that can, knows how to do it. The people that don't need to be of degree holding these things, or people that with famous in the society. Not really, but it can be like in the Western world. It can be a commoner, but that commoner have the insight. He has the power. He has the passion. He knows what to do. And not only that he's saying it, he makes sure that these things are accomplished. So what am I saying? That Greater Onitsha Development Authority has to come in force if Onitsha can be the African Dubai, Taiwan. If Onitsha can be the African Dubai, Taiwan, an authority that will have oversight function in virtually cleanliness, environment, security, infrastructure like roads, electricity, traffic lights, and a lot of other things, CCTV cameras, and lots of things, maintenance of these markets, cleanliness of the markets, and orderliness of housing, and controlling of development, an authority that will be sole charge of this, that will have those local governments representing them, be part of this thing. But somebody else being the chairman that has the whole overall function to accomplish the tasks that are needed. So, and this person, his job must be specified, and in addition, he can also get other people that can join him or her to accomplish this. So, first of all, he will have an immediate job that can be specified for him and the team within a year, within 6 months, within a month. This is what to achieve. I will come to that. It's quite easy to accomplish. So I will want the governor, first of all, to do his own part. His own part is to get a bill to the House of Assembly and establish this agency, Greater Onitsha Development Authority. And this agency, GODA, will mastermind rapid and speedily transformation of Onitsha. They will work like revolutionaries. You can bring some of the religious organizations, some of them that are also passionate, because some of those religious organizations, some of their priests are good in the environment. They can actually help to get things happening. So now, when this organization, the bill is sent to the House of Assembly, the House of Assembly should not sit on it for long. It should not take up to a week to pass the bill, because this is something the Onitsha is lacking. And without that happening, you cannot turn Onitsha to a global city. Onitsha should be a global city. It should be competing with New York. I'm not even talking about Lagos. It should be competing with New York, competing with these big cities, Guangzhou, Dubai, many of these cities, great cities. So, but the first thing must be done. Stay tuned. Yeah, welcome back. I am Kodili-nye. Remember to subscribe to this channel. As you are joining this, we are talking about, can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? Can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? So we are talking about setting up of an agency or authority called Greater Onitsha Development Authority. They will have sole power in the development of Onitsha. The mandate should be set based on short term and the long term. But their main agenda, their main mandate should be in a way that in 1 year, this is what is expected to happen. So now, the governor and the people, because what the city is lacking is there. You can see that, you can see it there. You can breathe it. So you don't need to go to school. You don't need to ask anybody. You don't need to ask your neighbor. You can immediately get into the city. You know that city is missing this, missing that, missing that. There are a lot of things missing. And those things a lot of them can be achieved without actually breaking the bank. You don't actually need to break the bank. You just need an authority that can get things, put the city in order. Law and order. Put the city in order. Somebody that is in charge, or group of people that will be in charge. So some of them can be people that are brought in. It can be foreigners. You can actually get the foreigners also. You can get the foreigners. But you must also have people that are passion. As I'm talking now, I have the passion to do these things. I have the passion to contribute. I have the passion to make sure that these things are accomplished. Let me tell you what can be achieved in 1 year. If this authority is established with a mandate to achieve these things. So now, what can be achieved if Greater Onitsha Development Authority is brought in. What will be achieved is all these markets in Onitsha are overcrowded. There are no space for even the customers or visitors to enjoy their shopping experience in the markets. The markets are cramped, everywhere blocked, either with wheelbarrows or with attachment with a lot of rubbish. So now, this one, you don't need to wait for 2 months to accomplish this. This authority will go into these markets. First of all, show the market leaders and businessmen what is expected of them, that within 21 days, this is what we want to see. This is a setback. If it's 10 meter, that the walkway where people can be, anything cannot cross there. So meaning that there will be marking. So what will happen is that if people cross there, the market authority has to penalize them. But if they don't, and somebody phone the authority, because their phone numbers will be there, that this thing are not being enforced. Once they come in, the market chairman, the people in charge of that market will face a serious consequences. Can this be achieved? Yes, it can be achieved. You see, the governor cannot achieve it because governor is far away. But the agency can achieve it for the governor. So within 21 days, you can see that this thing start to happen. Another thing inside that market again is look at the state of the whole place. It's in a mess. When I mean in a mess. So, first of all, they will now set a target. Now, within 1 month, we don't want to be seeing rubbish everywhere in the markets. So now the market has to be swept after every business. And during the business, it has to be swept. And there will be a serious orientation within 1 month that the no more litter by any businessman. If you are caught littering the place, you will be penalized. So the traders will be watching one another, whoever that is messing it, because once they find rubbish in front of your business area, you'll be held responsible. And a fine should be in place for that. A heavy fine should be in place. So, or a community service. There are option of 1 month community service or 2 months or 6 months community service. So this has to be done to make sure that the people knows that their own responsibility. But the authority also will make sure they put on not just near the road, too close to the road, or in that markets, acceptable places where the rubbish should go in, where different type of waste should go in, the cups, the plastics, and all those things, because some of them can be recycled. So this is one of the things. Another one is to make sure that the whole of that market, that within 3 months or 6 months, should be cemented so that it will be easy to be cleaned. So there shouldn't be any pathway in the market that is not well cemented. And all the drainages covered. All the drainages should be covered. Should be covered. So that's, you see, suddenly you have a different business environment in this market without even building a new market, because you need to first of all get the existing market organized, working, that people can easily walk around, shop freely. So there won't be any wheelbarrow covering any place, and anybody that is not inside his own shop, you cannot put attachment in those key areas. You cannot put that. There won't be any wheelbarrow at all. They are, blocking the entrance, blocking the area. No, it cannot happen. And there will be also a car parks will be established where to, if it demand that some of the shops has to be removed, it must be removed. So this one has to be accomplished within 6 months, where you pack and come in and shop. So now within 1 year, in those the same markets, the authority will try to bring in planting of trees that will bring freshness and beauty. The authority will start to bring planting of trees. If you have 22,000 shops, lock-up shops there, so the authority will be making it that they will be having 4,000 trees. 2,000 shops, 4,000 trees. They will double the number of trees in that area. Make sure that the place is littered with ornamental trees. And in front of those shops will be beautified in combination with the market leaders and the shop owners. There should be a pattern. So you cannot just put any rubbish. There should be a pattern. If this area has to be painted, decorated with green color, it should be green color decoration. And you don't have a permission to do otherwise. Before you do any modification, you have to seek permit. And that permit, the price shall be set for it that can be affordable. So this is how it can be accomplished. So you can see the market suddenly, a new leaf of life will come in there. Those that don't want to go into the market because of pickpocketers, no space to move around, overcrowding will now suddenly stop, because the excess people that are roaming about and are saying there on the street blocking the entrance of the market will be sent packing, because the authority will be firm, because they will tell the leaders of the market that if those things continue to happen within 1 month, there will be a severe penalty and the consequences will be too much for them. So they should not allow that, because that the authority is there to increase their business volume and improve the business and the environment for the potential customers and clients. So that they want to get the nature working by actually changing those markets, changing them, making them looking something of 21st century. So before, in the long term, they're now planning how to build real Dubai-like malls. Dubai-like malls that will be fully, will be a high-rise buildings that people will be going inside of it, very big, long houses or malls that people will move in there, have a fresh of a new leaf of life, thinking that they are in Western world or in Dubai. That one will come. That will be a long term, something of planning within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. That one will now start. They will start drawing that one, so that within this time, the existing old KE structures will be replaced with these ones, which is showing that we are moving into the 21st century. So remember, we are talking about it can be achieved by having a greater Onitsha development authority, because the governor himself cannot accomplish this on his own without assigning the people that will have oversight and that will have so authority to do these things. They will also raise a lot of money eventually for the revenue for building mega projects in the city. So this is one on the market. So now, going to the streets, this authority will organize these local governments under this greater Onitsha metropolitan city, in the need that within 3 to 6 months, that all the roads, all the streets, whether they are rehabilitated or not at the moment, must be uh, wiped, cleaned. No rubbish on the street, no mess on the street, no human waste on the street, no tissue papers, no pure water packs, sachets, nothing at all. So the mandate should be 3 months, the highest 6 months. So these local authorities, those civil servants in the offices, now will be moved out from the offices. They will be responsible for some of the roles in their area. One person might be the supervisor for 3 or 4 roles. That once that roles fail, that person is fired. That every week, what you have done should be recorded and brought back, and people should comment concerning their works. If their works are not all right, they should say. So now, within that time, you have sanitary inspectors. Those sanitary inspectors will go around in many of the houses. They will be visiting the houses once a week on unannounced dates, coming in there street by street. So those sanitary inspectors will have, they are working under this Greater Onitsha Development Authority. They will be going from house to house every week. One person might have maybe something like 10 streets that person covers, or 20 streets. So he has to visit in those houses, check, have a photographic evidence that place are not in a mess. So make sure that those areas and the people are cooperating in keeping their place clean. Remember, these things will not cost money. This is the short-term ones that can be achieved. Remember, these things will be achieved within 3 months, 6 months maximum. So, or these are falling under 1 year project by this authority. So now, Onitsha, the entry points of this Greater Onitsha will be beautified within 3 months to 6 months. So this authority will be passionate in beautifying all the entry point of this Greater Onitsha metropolitan city. They will try to repaint where need to be repaint, put bus stops. Maybe the bus stop will need some money that can be given to them, but they will start to plant trees, do some water fountain or monumental building statues or dedicated to famous people in that city, and some artworks and a lot of things. This, they can put it out for sponsorship to companies. So they will not need to pay. They just need to put it out that companies that want to take up this is what we want to be built here. If you are willing, and you can also advertise your project within, we give you like 2 years. So they will take the opportunity, and the bus stops will now start to be built. That this fall under 1 year project, 6 months, 1 year project. So the bus stops will start emerging in our roads. So some of the area, our roads are the same measurements. There's no place they give like a lay-by for bus stops, because you need to give more land left or right for the bus stop, so that if bus are stopping there, they don't impair the flow of the traffic. So if you see in Anambra State, you see most of the roads, there's no provision for buses to stop on the side, on the bus stop. So the buses stop the same road and blocking the narrow road already. Most of the roads are narrow. There's no provision of extending left or right in order to have bus stops. So they will now start to create bus stops. They might have a system of creating this bus stop in those inner streets, whereby maybe if it's 4 poles away or 5 poles away, they have one bus stop. And that bus stop will be decorated. People has to have a seat in there. And it will be made in a way that will look very, very nice. So attractive, because remember, the patterns will be different patterns designs will be brought in, like 30 different designs. So those companies will be falling over themselves to take one project or the other as part of their social responsibility. So now you are bringing money into the system without you spending the money. So now the greater Onitsha city, metropolitan city, might have a mandate of, if the population of this city is 8 million or 10 million, so they will have a mandate of having one person, one tree. So one house, 4 trees or 5. So now they will have a agenda that within 1 year they will plant one person, one tree. It can be any tree, but in the long term they will now have different types of trees planted in different areas. So now they will start to beautify the river front of this city from the north to south, planting ornamental trees, planting a lot of them, coconuts and all those things, palm trees that will beautify the whole place. They should source from the state government something like 2 million palm coconuts and all those things, and other exotic palms. So this can be achieved within 1 year planting. Within 1 year, they will plant all these things. So if the target is one person, one tree, and you have 8 million people, so meaning that everybody will have one tree to plant. So now they will also create forests, mini forests in this city. Some of these areas must be turned into forests. Some of them will be like a woodland. They will start to create that. They will create some of these areas. Some of the land that need to be recovered, they will start to recover and planting trees there. Decorating and planting trees and putting chairs where people can come and sit and have a nice evening. So these are things that they can accomplish within 1 year. So remember, they will also have it a mandate of partnering with the landlords and the market leaders and the developers to put street lighting in every street. So they might make it in a way that each house, there must be one standing solar panel street lights. So they will mandate all these people to, the government will also, the authority will also provide some in the major roads, but in others, every house has to have a street light within 1 year, within 6 months. So that street light will be solar panel, and the specification must be in line with what the authority want for that area. So you cannot just design anyone. So meaning that the specification should be shown to the people how it will be, so that they will do the same. So that in the street you have the same design. So those street lights will now start functioning. Now everywhere, the whole city will be lighting up. So the whole street will be lighting up. If it's each building, you must have two must be there. So that's what they can achieve. These are part of the things they will achieve within 6 months to 1 year. This under 1 year. So now remember, when we are talking about cleaning the roads of rubbish, the sand dunes on the roads, is now being tackled. Because it's also regarded as dirtiness of the street. So some of those beautiful roads that have been awarded by the governor, that if this authority is not set up, a lot of them will be like the old roads and full of rubbish, full of sand dunes. So the authority will, with those supervisors, those formerly lazy civil servants that were sitting in their desks before, that are now in the field of work will now start to engage the contractors that are giving the job of tidying up the roads, that sweep the roads every day. That the first thing is that in the first 1 month, 2 months, they will do a major work of clearing all those sand, and after that they start sweeping the road every day. So in this case, the governor might bring in some sweepers, might bring in some machineries that will sweep the road, and in the long term, after 6 months, they have to employ some of the people that will be sweeping the roads, in major roads. But they also deploy machineries, because machineries will also save the cost. Some of them will be so rechargeable machines. So that's what they need to do. I am Kodili-nye. Stay tuned as we continue to discuss about this important thing. Can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? Stay tuned as we continue. Welcome back. Can Onitsha be the African Dubai, Taiwan? Yes, of course it can. If the government of Soludo, Soludo, stroke Anambra State government can appoint or can set up a Greater Onitsha Development Authority that will have oversight function for the whole of Onitsha, with a mandate, the short-term mandate of 1 year, to get all these things we've been discussing. And many of them can be achieved 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. So others will follow. But we are going to continue discussing, because in subsequent videos or vlogs, we are going to talk about more other things, so that can be achieved within that 1 year or 2 years. So we have just talked on some few things. Law and order in the street. These ones will not take up to 6 months to accomplish, because you will not see people parking anywhere in the street, because within 6 months and 1 year, the authority must have put in place areas not to park, and the people that will be monitoring. There are also CCTV cameras that will be coming in, firstly, on the maybe 10 major roads in the Greater Onitsha city. So areas that you cannot park, and the areas, those transporters, KK riders or something, they are not allowed to move. So this suddenly bring law and order, and the people cannot just stand on the road, blocking the road or disturbing the people. So law and order. So this authority will eventually be generating billions of money to the state government and Nigeria. So I'm going to discuss more about this authority. I hope Gov.Soludo listening to this. And I'm just receiving a report that the governor of Abia State has set up something of that in Aba. Can you believe that? And this is what I've been talking about for years now. And even if you look at some of my vlog, I've actually mentioned it a little. But you can see how this LSOT is a game changer in Nigeria and a game changer in Alibo. Nwoke a ji ihe, nwoke a ji ọkụ wee bịa. O ji ọkụ wee bịa. Ọ ka mma ka anyị mụrụ ihe ọ na-eme. Because when I was talking about these things, I don't even know that he has a plan to do that. Because he understands the development, how it works. In London, you have the Mayor of London, Greater London Authority, Assembly Authority. They oversee most of those local authorities, the boroughs, they call them borough. In America, they have that. Even in cities in Africa, they have that. Only in Nigeria, you don't have that. So, because how the system work in Nigeria is basically everything is upside down. That's why the country is not growing. So, I will continue on this on the part 2 of this series. I will talk about that in the more. So, please, we want a million view for this. Share this to governors, share it to the officials, share it. I know that even as I'm saying this, some of the other governors in Nigeria can copy this. But I believe that Soludo, if he can do these things and get people that are passionate, not just getting only professors or this. No, 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 no. Look at the people that have the passion, who can bring change. The commoners, in other words, they are the one that bring change. They are revolutionize their mindsets. They have a different mindset that changes things, that want things to work. You know, they don't like things to continue how it is because everybody is suffering. The economy is dying. They can't even generate money because if you continue this way we are doing at the moment, the government is losing a lot of money. Lives are lost because the place is very dirty. The place, there's no need of this fire brigade approach. We have to have a system. And that authority, Greater Onitsha Development Authority, is what is the key. Is a wage. That's the main thing. They are the main thing that can bring about Onitsha to be the African Dubai, Taiwan. But I'm still going to give you more clue. I'm going to give you more about what can be achieved by this organization and how you can use the commoners, people that are passionate in the street, people that want total reversal of what is happening at the moment, not the people that will come in again like the politician do, come in and initial gra, everything die down. But people that are always on their toe to bring about complete change. So that you can, all of us walking in the street freely, enjoying the street, visitors coming to the Greater Onitsha again. Businessmen and women, investors flooding there, tourists, everybody going in Onitsha comfortably, enjoying the beauty of the place and enjoying the blessings that is endowed in that place, the human capital that is there. So we can achieve so much. We can achieve so much. I'm going to continue on this. I will not stop. Remember, I'm not paid to do this. But I'm doing this because of the love for the homeland. Our homeland has to be the destination, not a departure lodge. Borrowing the words of Professor Gov.Soludo. But it must be matched with action. And I am giving out the solution to this. Many people are basically talking, but they are not actually, or criticizing, but they are not actually bringing the solution. I do believe that this can work and you can see a change just in 1 year. In 1 year, based on some of the things I've said, I'm going to expand more on what these ideas, and I'm going to help to bring it to fulfillment. I will continue passionately fighting to make sure that the environments are renewed in this great city of Onitsha. The Greater Onitsha metropolitan city must rise again. So we must not allow anybody to continue to mess up this city. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share. Remember to continue to support us in this journey. I know it's not going to be an easy one, but with your support, we are marching on. I am Kodili-nye. See you in the next vlog and next video. God bless you. Stay cool. Bye. rules to operate here. And don't respect the rules, we shut them down. I have strict rules about operating a motorbike along this. There are rules for you to operate here. And rules to operate here. And those rules, part of it, motorbike, authorizing, you must be gated. All the vehicles must be inside the garage. No vehicle will load along this road. This is pedestrian walkway. Never can lead to facilities. And any garage that does not obey it will come and lock that place up. Open work must be free for people to move, and I'm a den of criminals and touts. We are cleaning this place. I get it on the light there by security cameras, but we are going to come and clean up this place. People are here now along the road. This is madness. This is madness. If I have Onitsha, the day of Bodosia Benida Nadia. When you do Abuja, you can't find this. When you Lagos, you can't find this. At your level, you get a mad place. We're not going to allow this to continue. We are coming to work here and we are clearing up all this. And we are from more streets, through Ochanja, through to this place, and down to Owen Road. I get clear those here, you mark here the road, those here, or they get better Maruno. I am Kodili-nye, bringing